there are a few more things you should know about navigating through a choral score. First, a review. When you see groups of 5 lines and 5 spaces like this, or like this, that's called a staff. Now, these black and white dots live on the lines and spaces of the staff. Okay, and those dots tell us how the music goes, whether you sing higher or lower, or whether you sing long or short. Those notes tell us how that goes. We're going to learn more about that later. What you need to know right now is that the words are always underneath the music that it belongs to. Okay, for example, if we look at this next page, part 1, right here, has a melody up here with these words right underneath it. And part 2 has this melody and these words underneath it. So when you're reading music from left to right, make sure you're always connecting these words to the notes right above it. Now, another thing you'll notice is that this music, here, let's go back to the first page here. This music is also full of these little lines, vertical lines, that break up the music. Those lines are called bar lines. Oops. They help us find patterns in the music and keep track of where we are. The space between those bar lines is what we call a bar or a measure. I'm going to write that here. Bar or a measure. Okay, and you can number these measures to keep track of where you are. For example, this first box right here, that first measure will be measure 1. This next one will be measure 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll notice in measure 5, they actually wrote the number in the music for you. And that's to help us keep track of where we are. Let's keep counting to see if that pattern continues. This is measure 6, measure 7, 8, 9. Oh, look, measure 10. So sometimes when you're rehearsing in choir, the director will want to start in a specific place, which is not the beginning. To help everyone start in the same place, the director will say, let's all start in measure 74, for example. So you go through the music until you see the number 74. So let's fast forward a few pages. I'm seeing 40s on this page, so we're not there yet. 60s. Here's some 70s. Now we look for measure 74. Notice here's measure 73, 74. That is where we're going to start. Let's do another practice. What if your director says, let's start in measure 86. You go to find numbers close to 86. Here we are on the next page. You see we're in the 80s. There's an 82, an 81. Here's 85. I don't see the number 86 on this page. Remember, they don't have to number every single measure, just landmarks like this every once in a while. So since I know this is measure 85, I count until I get to 86, which in this case is the very next measure, 86. That's where we're starting. That is how you navigate a choral score.